emerges from beneath the sand. Dancing with me, girl, seems so far away. Across this universe, she lives another day. I know the reason she stays. I know the reason she's so far away. I know the reason she stays. I know the reason she's so far away. She's so far away.
everyone. Nice to meet all of you on this great online conference. Market Challenge, actually the battle of top 50 companies. I am Sergey Sivansyan, master host of this event. We are on the day 3. My truly respect to online viewers who've been with us during all 3 days. Want to remind you about our sponsors. They're going to be actually today's speakers as well, promising to be extremely interesting. So, I'm glad to introduce Huobi, which makes people much more engaged in creating a better future of crypto assets. The next one is BitPax, the crypto exchange in Korea. Next one is Neuronics. It's going to be today's main sponsor, the platform which carries out online monitoring and the subsequent analyze risk factors in existing projects presented in a form of final evaluation of scoring. The next one gonna be Kaspersky Lab. It's great company which are make securities. The next one is Crypterium. It's the problem is the company which building a mobile app that will turn cryptocurrencies into money and you can spend it with the same ease as cash. Another one is Ultra Fund and Ultra Fund. We'll also have a big conversation with them, with both of them crypto funds, and as well Bitcoin OX. Ladies and gentlemen, now I am trying to summarize all of the ratings come from day 1, it's expert vote, and day 2, votes got from public. Let's see how handle this process of artificial intelligence provided by Neuronics company. Okay, let me share with you my screen. Perfect. Yes, and what we got for today. Add AI and artificial intelligence, we see that Volentix company has much more votes, 2004, 4, and 7, and has the best at this moment rating. Here it is. It's on Neuronics platform. On VR, we has the votes, but much more votes for World Dopo. And as also you see, the best rating from artificial intelligence, the algorithm provided by Neuronics. In finance, we have Equil platform, the huge amount of votes, but let's see. Another one, the next one, Neuro Machine, also very close votes, but it's rated by artificial intelligence much more. Have a look. As well as Hubrismon, as well as CTR. All that companies are talking with us yesterday. Perfect view. At this moment, we understood that not only humans as is try to vote, because now our projects and our presenting online is very useful. What about platforms? We have equity here for best votes over 4,000. Yeah. Good job for equity and the best rating from AI. And the last one is mining. Have a look. Over, I don't know why don't so much votings. Let's be more active, please. But as you see, the rating from AI, artificial intelligence, is much more for Buratinos. Instead of they have very low amount of votes. Okay, guys. Now, what I wanna also share with you the information about our Greece sponsor, about our forecasting company, is Bitcoin OX. Let's see the prediction about Bitcoin. Here it is. You saw it 2 days ago. And what we have now, just have a look. For example, on Neuronics, we have also all the information available here. Let's see the graphics. Here it is. And we see that prediction is somehow very close to prediction which is done by Bitcoin OX. Let's see on another platform also. I will share it with you. Yes, you can see it on our screens. Here it is. And our prediction on Neuronics. Look at this, ETH for USDT. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Perfect. Now I want to draw attention to traders. Keep your eyes on this forecasting platform. Information also going to be available on our New Economy Media website. Use it for your profit. Now I am happy to say that our today's conference is also open. Be with us. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium. Your money, your way.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Hello, all, dear ladies and gentlemen. Today is our third day of our conference. Is final day, and now I'm very happy to introduce Alex Kurashenko. He is advisor at Ultra Fund Venture Fund and also partner of New League of Fundraising Accelerator. Alex, it's your word, and we're looking for you how to attract investment from, in my understanding, China and Asian market.
Hello, Sergey, and hello, everyone. Yes, and welcome to Silicon Valley. I'm actually at my home at San Francisco. And yes, today we have two spots where you can get investments. Here in Silicon Valley, which is pretty hard, and in China, that is very active player on the market right now. Yeah. So I want to share how we can help you guys to raise your chances to get investments from the capital funds, because well, I'm playing on their side. So my clients, it's like a ultra fund VC capital, so it's which is my client, and several other Chinese funds that are my job to provide the best possible deals on the market to them, because that's my job. That's why I'm here.
Okay, now, Alex, if you have some kind of presentation, just get our ready, and we'll be glad to, yes, to have a look at what's going on inside of.
Yes, I have. Yeah, I have one. Yeah, let me share what we have.
Okay.
So yeah, first of all, first things first, we are demand-based vetted investment network. So we work between Shenzhen, which is New Silicon Valley, and the original Silicon Valley. And today we're talking about how to get investments from our client Asian capital funds, because today in 2018 we have over 5,000 venture capital deals and 81 billion invested in venture startups. So that is huge. But ugly truth is why only 1% of the all company get investment, and how increase your chances significantly. Because there is a four problems. So four reasons why startup will not be funded in China. First, they don't understand the local government regulations. And they completely lost orientation, so how it works, because it's another planet from the Western world. And the second, they don't know how to advertise on the market Chinese consumers, because let's say today investors will give you funds, right? And they ask, hey guys, how you plan to advertise on the market? And most of the founders, they completely don't have, because they don't have a Facebook, they don't have Amazon, they don't have a whatever what we use to promote our products in the Western world. And the third problem, most founders don't understand the local laws, and they don't know how to hire people, how to fire them, how to protect their intellectual property, which is really critical mistake when you come to Chinese or Asian market without protection. So that's a real problem and real threat. And fourth, most founders don't understand how Chinese investors make a decision and the basic of business ethics. For example, I had a conversation with one of startup founder, and I connect with one of my Chinese partner, and his first question was, "Hey, we are best product in the world. Let's talk about money. When you plan to invest in us, and what's the amount of investment?" And I said, "What? What did you say?" So, and he didn't have a second chance, because this Western culture, hey, I'm a cool guy, I have a superior product, and you owe me money because you're an investor, did not work. So they want to know you personally. They won't feel your respect and all this stuff, because most of the Western companies, they completely don't understand how it works. So to help that, we organized a blockchain conference in Hong Kong last year. We have about 500 attendants. We invite only investors, some sales agents. That's how actually China works. And we bring some members of local media. We bring our keynote speaker Tony Tang from Medicine Group, which is most active player, for example, in the blockchain these days. And later we create a roadshow investment network. So we provide some access to Chinese fund, and in United States we provide an access to United States investor and in Silicon Valley. But let's focus on the Chinese side. So we create acceleration program to help founders to deeply understand how Chinese fundraising works. So, and why we're different from all other accelerators. First, our clients are prospective and well-established investment funds. So we have a direct relationship with them and rely on them demand-based criteria. So, and second, we help you fulfill the last mile because 99% of the time you don't see why investors are passing off the opportunity, why they reject you, and for no reason. So we solve this puzzle with you from their perspective. And the third, we use who you know versus who you are concept, which allows us instantly get into the door of any investment capital group in China. So just let me show you some picture. For example, Quanta Arc Asset Management is a huge fund. So we have relationship on a changing stock exchange. We connect with the Times Board. So this is huge fund of funds in China. And some other several funds, so like some funds you don't know they actually exist. You cannot Google them, but we have access to them. For example, Baoshen Shenzhen Capital, huge fund. Daofu, Tambari, a lot of funds that you don't know that they exist, but active players and they invest. So, and we're playing on their side mostly, and we know that fundraising is hard as hell. And this is not your fault because you spend a lot of time to build a product and manage a team, and you definitely need to learn some basics of fundraising in China. And there is some successful cases that we have. For example, Big Team get 300,000 new users from China, and sometimes new clients are way better than investment because you actually get clients. Stop looking on like, hey, we just need investments. If you can get clients, it's much better. And the another company, PRE-ICO, they don't go public. So, and they get a 10 million offer in December in 2018, where like a crypto winter, everything is dead. Like people were so skeptical about, but these guys, they have a real product in blockchain insurance, and they go to our investors and they get offer from the third meeting maybe because they actually have a real good product right now, and they have a clients. And they funded 3 million from Sequoia Capital China in October 2018, which is also like a kind of crypto winter. And it's time to learn to fundraise from A to this model is, so we teach the legal model, how to incorporate in China. And we have a strong partner who backed us in these all legal questions. So you can remotely open the company. So in China, because you actually need it. And they help with the taxes, regulations, licenses, immigration law, labor law, currency regulations, and all this stuff that you must learn. And the second model, we teach the economy model. We invite professors from the Shenzhen University, which is our strong partner. So the professor will teach you economy model. It's a completely different planet. So you learn how it actually works. The economy structure, emerging industries, what is hot right now, what's trends to catch, because some projects they cannot be funded today. So you can you can close the company and to develop something new. For example, if you develop another Apple app, so you plan to acquire the market, just forget about it. So when we have a list. What is hot, what is not. And the third, you must learn local marketing. So how most of founders they don't understand how WeChat works. because WeChat is a huge source of traffic today. Like all these crazy ICOs last years, they raised billions just using one source of traffic. They use a WeChat. All this group, you don't have a Facebook. How you would promote? Like, yes, you have a Baidu and you have a WeChat. We have a strong marketing partners in China who promote the stuff using WeChat and other channels. And you must learn how to advertise your product and all which marketing channel, how it works. You must learn what the price of the per. You don't know it right now. Most of you don't know. It's ugly truth. And investors will ask you those questions. And if you don't know and you don't have a right answers, there is no second conversation about your company. And the fourth, it's about investor relations, so how government relation, because most of the funds are actually government-backed fund, and you must deal with it. And how to build the communication with them, how adapt your presentation to Chinese investors, and how fundraising process work, and actually how investors evaluate your startup and make a final decision, invest or not. So, and after that, you can take an exam afterwards. And top scoring student wins $12,000 roadshow. So, which is our main product today, and how it's look like. So, we send information about your company to our funds. We organize private meetings with interested people. You fly to Shenzhen, spend minimum 5 days meeting with all these investors, and you hire a translator. And our investors are institutional funds, publicly traded company, hedge funds, home family offices, high net worth individuals. So, and we usually charge 20K per 12 meetings, and we charge success fee because now we can do it. And we have some successful cases, we have unsuccessful cases. So to increase your chances to get this investment, that's why we do this education stuff. So to get this 10 or 12 friendly guaranteed meetings, you must pass and apply the program. So week intensive online with exam and opportunity to win this prize will cost about $4,000. So which is less than you will spend money just on a travel. So if you have any questions, you can ask me later after you fill the application and pass the interview. We will not accept everyone. So we know some like industries and the kind of startups that they completely don't fit to our requirements. And you can visit our office at San Francisco on Filmer Street, and we can talk personally if you want to meet like a face-to-face. So we are here. I'm actually spent most of my time working here at my home and run this online meeting, and pass the interviews with the top tier startups. So you can fill the application form today, and we can start this conversation. You can start education, and I hope you will be the best student who will pass our program.
Thank you, Alex. I think the best way is to close your presentation to see your face. And
oh yeah,
because we have a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Yes, if you don't mind, yes, I have one or two questions just for my understanding. It's very, you're mentioning right. It's really another world because and kind of investment and kind of usage. They promotion, they using social media, and everything is different. Really, everything is different, which we are now being somehow afforded. I have a question. How much of time project and person need to understand all of that information? I see that for the beginning, we are as company have to be there in China at least 1 week. Is it enough time to understand all of this process, or you all every time be helpful for us?
So to learn this content, you should spent around 1 month just to learn and pass exam. If you're focused, result-oriented person that really make a decision, yes, we go to China, we must get investments because we must grow. If you're really serious, you can pass in 1 month, and 1 week and it's enough for meet with the funds. So usually it's like the funds will not give you money from the very first meetings, like, hey, this is your check. Most of the time, for example, for PRE-ICO, they get offer in December, and now they in the process of due diligence. They closed some deals. They didn't get for that moment. Right now, we are talking. Right now, they didn't get any cash. They get an offer. It's taken time. So after conversation with the interested fund, it's usually take 2 or 3 months. Sometimes company must to build something. Like they didn't get like an offer, and fund can say, hey, you must build this and this and this, and we continue our conversation. Which just mean most of the time fund are not sure in your project, and they want to see you will survive or not. That in Silicon Valley we call it Death Valley.
Okay, perfect. Last question is, it's very, I don't know, maybe personal concern to your maybe company policy, but just for our information, for our audience, how many times you are as company spend for be informed or have all of this information combined, and now you have, I don't know, some business due diligence about all of this. We just want to know how many times you are as company spend for have all of this information for our and be helpful for us.
To be honest, I didn't get the question, but I'm trying to I'm trying to answer.
Okay,
So,
I just want to know how much of time do you as company spend for Chinese market for got all of that information?
all of the information. So we decide to save a time. So that's why we make it online. You don't need to fly to China to learn this stuff. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can fly to China. We have live boot camp, and you need to spend 2 weeks to learn this information. Not online. You can choose. You can fly to Shenzhen and sit with other companies and learn and spend 2 weeks. And answer is yes, 2 weeks. Or you can do it online and save time and money. Because flight to Shenzhen will cost and will charge you a lot to prepare all this stuff. And so some questions companies asking, hey guys, you make money on a success fee, right? Why you charge us upfront? That's another common question that people ask me all the time. There is a deal. These big deals, they have a long life cycle that I say like from the commitment to actual funding. It's take 2, 3, maybe 6 months. I have 2 times when deals was signed in 1 hour. I know one investor here in Silicon Valley. He jumped in a deal in 1 hour from the meeting to 1 hour, and he write a check, actual check. But company has a really strong position on the market, and they have a partnership with Apple. You see the difference. And they next go to next stage, and he's acting like a missing opportunity. But it's rich, actually, very rare situation, like one time in like 3 years. And yes, and we have some our expense, and yes, we make money. So if you have problem with that, you don't need to apply or with the people or work with people who make money, right? So I'm in education business since 2009, and I know and I learned this stuff. So my first startup was in 2012, and we get offer from investors for $500,000 without visiting any, but it's different days. So we get an offer because we build the product, we build a platform, and we get about 100,000 users in 3 weeks, and we have a sales, and we have a very strong position, right? And that's how we get an offer. So it's the opposite side. So that's how it works. And yes, we make money on education. So it's not cat in a bag.
Okay, absolutely agree. Yeah, Alex, thanks a lot for your time. Very happy having you. Yes, in our this online conference. I'm also eager to know that also our clients or our customers or our viewers going to know and going to afford much more information about Asian market, about Chinese market in this particular areas. Where I think in near future also we are have the chance to collaborate with you somehow because we have a lot of projects which are battling for that, which are challenging or also raise that money. Thanks a lot for your time, and I want to mention that don't forget to rate our project. Don't forget that at the end of this day, we are making our ratings and we are being helpful. We are being happy to introduce our winner. Be with us. Couple of minutes. Yes, we'll be online. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium. Your money, your way.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the third day on our great conference, new conference, which are based on economy. and I'm happy to introduce our sponsor, Crypterium. Crypterium is building a mobile app that will be turn cryptocurrencies into money that you can spend with the same and easy as cash. Our guest is COO of Crypterium, Austin Kim. Austin, you're welcome.
Thank you, Sergey. Thank you, everybody. I can't see anybody, of course, but anybody who's watching, nice to be here.
Yeah. Austin, please tell us about Crypterium platform and give us a bit more information what's going on, maybe in market by your perspective.
Okay, so a very quick introduction to Crypterium. So back in 2017, when cryptocurrency was starting to really have the boom phase, we looked at this opportunity and said, wouldn't it be great if you could actually spend this stuff? All this speculation and buying, but no one could actually spend it. So we ran an ICO at the end of 2017. We were very lucky. We timed it perfectly. So we finished our ICO at the peak of the Bitcoin price boom. So it was just, I'd like to say that was by design, but it wasn't. It was just a bit of luck. So we raised a lot of money. In fact, we were the most successful ICO of all time in terms of the number of token buyers. We had over 80,000 people from something like 150 countries buying. But anyway, the principle is to have a value. Cryptocurrency needs to be usable. And it doesn't matter whether it means inside a shop or on the internet or to send money to your friends or your family, it needs to be money. And right now, for most people, cryptocurrency is a speculative investment. It's not money. And consequently, it is not really going beyond, let's say, the enthusiasts. Now, it's estimated something like 30 million wallets in the world. Let's say that the average person has 1.5 wallets. So that's 20 million users. On a global level, that is an insignificant number. There's cities in Brazil with more people than that. So in total, we've got to turn this cryptocurrency into a usable, everyday, spendable currency, and that's what Crypterium is about. And also, we intend to, take it then to the next level. How do you save it? How do you borrow it? How do you send it to your friends and family, and so on?
Okay, good view. As I'm aware, Facebook on this year trying to do the same, as well as Telegram trying to engage money within it. TON, Token Operating Network Protocol. Are you going to do the same, or what the difference between Facebook, between TON, and between your platform?
Actually, there is a significant difference, but I think they are very, very interesting developments. In fact, I would say, although they got relatively short amount of press, I think they're the most important developments in cryptocurrency today. You could probably throw in also the JP Morgan token, for example, or whatever they call their token. But let's look at Facebook and Telegram. So Telegram, they ran an ICO different than Facebook. They didn't have, let's say, an income generating monster like Facebook. So they had to run an ICO, but it was an incredibly successful ICO, something like $1.7 billion raised. And it's based purely on the concept that they're going to build their own blockchain, which would facilitate effectively payments. Now they have something like 250 million users of the Telegram channel. Now, I'll come on to how you can use the token in a minute, but it's very similar to the Facebook logic in that Facebook has Messenger, it has WhatsApp, it has Instagram. And I think when you add all that lot up together, it's probably more than a third of the entire population on the planet at some point uses one of those three services. So they see that they've got huge captive audience. Huge captive audience. And if they can provide a currency that could be exchanged just amongst their own audience, they don't even have to really expand beyond their existing audience, they could become the currency of choice on a global level. So let's talk about, for example, Facebook. Now, Facebook is rumored that their token will be matched to a basket of currencies. It will be tethered to a basket of currencies. So it won't be just the dollar, it might be the dollar, euro, yen, for example. Now that removes problem number one, the fluctuation. That means a merchant or a person who's going to be paid is comfortable to be paid. Secondly, they have an incredible infrastructure already. So just sending money inside their infrastructure probably means that they can start with a centralized model, i.e. they control everything, before worrying about going external. So that means that if you're in the Facebook e-commerce merchant environment, then they don't ever need to go outside the Facebook model. Now, if Facebook can just scratch the surface of its 2.7 billion users, or whatever the number is, even if they only get 1% of users saying that this is a good idea, it's an incredible development on top of the existing use. And it doesn't take a lot of imagination that says, once people are able to buy e-commerce products using a Facebook token that has a fixed value, and that the merchant is prepared to accept it. And why wouldn't a merchant accept it? Because right now, merchants have to pay 3%, maybe more, to receive their payment, to actually transact the payment. Facebook will be able to do this probably for, I don't know, less than 0.5%, because the only cost that they will have will be the conversion back out of Facebook token into the fiat currency of choice of the merchant. So merchants will push it. They're inside an ecosystem. Once you start being able to buy on the internet and transact in this way, and if I send you money on Instagram and you know that you can spend it, then it doesn't take a lot of imagination to say, well, if I'm going to send most of my money home to India, for example, why don't I get paid in Facebook tokens? And then I can send the Facebook token to my Indian colleague. It's a fixed price. And then I can start using it. So it's not going to be a threat to the US dollar on day one. But if a company like Facebook can just scratch the surface of its user base, then it could be, absolutely massive. Now, I'll stop talking in a moment, but there is, there is a precedent, not for cryptocurrency, but if you look at what happened in China, and I'm sure some people are aware of WePay and Alipay, and WeChat. How they took their social networks, particularly WeChat. Now, WeChat is effectively the Chinese version of WhatsApp, for example. But they took that user base and they said, wouldn't it be good if you could send some money to each other? And then they started sending some money to each other. And then wouldn't it be good if you could start spending it at merchants? And if you go to Beijing or Shanghai or anywhere, every street trader will accept WeChat's payment system, every street trader. In fact, to the exclusion of cash. I mean, many traders don't even take cash now. They only take WeChat or Alipay. So if you take what happened in China, and it took less than 10 years for WeChat and Alipay to be greater than all of cash added together. So people use those two applications more than they use cash. And this is in China. In less than 10 years. If you take that same logic and apply it to Telegram, apply it to Facebook, maybe Google will come out with one as well. These big corporate entities could start to challenge the real fiat currencies on the world.
Apple just released yesterday its platform also in some banking instruments. You can, yeah, and we have the same. I don't know why all the corporates, all the big companies worldwide are trying to be into this fintech industry. Yes, it's very useful in my understanding, and it's very interesting for all the world, for all humanity, because we are transforming from real fiat money to digital money, and we are making our approach.
It's interesting. I'm not an expert in the history of money, but once upon a time, it was companies that created money. It was backed by some assets that they had. Then of course the Federal Reserve and other big institutions came in, and really we're just going complete circle. These big corporations now are so big, Google, Facebook, they're so big that they're saying, we're so powerful now, we can actually start to take interest. But why companies like Crypterium, we're not going to compete with Facebook. It's a different subject. What Crypterium is doing is saying that the old giants are not dead. So Visa, MasterCard, American Express, UnionPay, they're not going to take this lying down. They're not just going to sit there and say, Facebook, don't you worry, you take over the world of payments and we'll just sit back. And the governments are not going to allow this either. So if Facebook starts to look like a threat to the US dollar, you can imagine that the whole world will start to rally around about what Facebook has just done wrong and why it's an evil empire again. So our Crypterium, and many companies like Crypterium, we believe that we need to use the existing rails that have been built by Visa and MasterCard. So were that differs from the Facebook is they're building the entire infrastructure. Telegram building an entire infrastructure. You need billions of dollars to do that. Crypterium says, well, Visa, MasterCard, UnionPay, American Express, they've already built this. We will use their rails and we will effectively transact through that system and allow you to do that instantaneously. So we don't have to wait for Facebooks. Those capabilities are already out there. The biggest challenge is that those networks are very aggressive still towards cryptocurrency, and it's not an easy thing to convince them that they need to adapt to the new world or they're going to die, unfortunately. I mean, Visa, MasterCard, I'm sure that they're thinking about this every single day. What's the biggest threat to us? And cryptocurrency will be high on that list.
Okay, Ivan, I'm going to be sure that Crypterium in near future going to be spreaded within all the masses, and yeah, I know going to be useful as cash. And as you mentioned in your sphere, Crypterium is building a mobile. They will be going to use a mobile application in cryptocurrencies, buy the money as easy as cash it's used nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, the challenge is, why do people want to use cryptocurrency in the first place? I think that was the question that most people didn't ask at the beginning. So they created the concept of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, etc., and then people on the streets who are not enthusiasts to say, well, why don't I just use my Visa card? Why do I need this? And for the average person, that is true. I mean, why don't they just use their Visa card or their MasterCard? But if you are a migrant sending money from Mexico to the US, or the opposite way around, probably most likely according to Donald Trump, then the logic is there's a very good reason not to use Visa, MasterCard, or Western Union, because they'll charge you 8-9%. And MasterCard, Visa has now just set up a cryptocurrency unit to start to work out how to support these type of activities, not to fight against it. So I think, answering the question of why use cryptocurrency is only starting to really hit, let's say, the bigger companies, and they're starting to say, there's something in this, and there is a reason why we can do it, and we're just there to support it as it's all happening.
Okay, awesome. Really appreciated your view, Austin. Thank you for your time. I'm very happy to have you with Crypterium platform. And for our users, we will be back within a couple of minutes. Thank you a lot. Don't miss our conversation, and we'll be online within a couple of minutes. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Sergey. Bye-bye now.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Crypterium. Your money, your way.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronix user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Hello, our audience. Hello, our viewers. We are today at the final day of our conference. It's third day. And now I am glad to represent distinguished people who are making happen our blockchain technology. And today with us, Vitaly Mzokov from Kaspersky Lab. He is head of blockchain development of that company. Zokov, it's your word. Just talk us about what are you doing and what's your goal, what's your core role on this now concerned and this now evolved blockchain industry.
Well, hello guys. In general, the Kaspersky Lab is well known as a cybersecurity company, and we have more than 20 years of experience and expertise in the market. And we've been developing a lot of solutions to cyber defend different aspects of the small and medium businesses and enterprises. However, right now we see that more and more stuff is happening in the blockchain and crypto, and we understand that the crypto ecosystem is here, it will not disappear, and we see our mission in cyber defending this ecosystem. Unfortunately, based on the researches and everything that we identified so far, both from the threats perspective as well, we see that while many companies do a lot of activities in the blockchain and crypto, they do not pay enough attention on cyber defending themselves and the projects they promote. So this is one of the goals, especially with this blockchain challenge, to emphasize the fact that the cyber safety is the right tool to help businesses keep doing what they promise to do, help startups to deliver solutions that they promise to the community, and also, like the tool to maintain the trust between these projects and the community and their clients. So, and we are here to cyber defend this uh, ecosystem and environment. So for us, it's a really good opportunity to bring years of the expertise in the cybersecurity into the new area. We also actually noticed that not so many cybersecurity companies uh, doing anything in this ecosystem so far. So also with the same fact, we see that there is a huge opportunity for us to be the, I would say, first mover in this environment and be recognized as the company that disrupts the cybersecurity environment and moves to the blockchain ecosystem to help those companies who are like on the edge of technologies.
Okay, Vitaly, just say us when a company decided to make them a role in this industry and why it decided. Because as I remember, the blockchain industry evolves and it started from 2019 when Bitcoin as is awares on this market. Yes, but hype becomes close to 2016, 2017. I'm not talking about 2018 when a lot of ICO projects come on area, but now we're just
want to know from the beginning why and how the company decided to take the role of this market, a security company.
Well, it's a really good question. The reason why we decided to do so, I would honestly say that the top management, it's can probably be surprising for some people, but the top management was encouraged a lot by the things that happen in the blockchain and crypto, and to me and my colleagues in my department, uh, some internal employees came with the ideas how we can bring our expertise in the crypto economy, in the blockchain industry. And when we did the research, when we did the analysis, we saw that we do have a lot of services and the cybersecurity intelligence capabilities that we can simply package in the really nice services, like for example the one that we will give to the winner of this challenge, the review of the smart contract from the cybersecurity perspective. So we not just review the smart contract, but we also check the alignment between the smart contract and the white paper. But what is essential is that we do have capabilities not only to ensure that everything is programmed in smart contract the right way, but we can also double check if everything is good from the vulnerabilities perspective. So there are no vulnerabilities, because in many cases what we saw is that companies, they do program smart contracts right way, they do deliver functionality, but at the same time they do make some stupid mistakes that unfortunately create opportunity to use the properly programmed code as a backdoor or something like that. So it's like something they didn't expect to do in general. For us, it just really was both the internal researches and the understanding this is emerging market, and like merging these two things, we understood that it's right time, especially right now, to go to this market when people, they do really care about the trust between uh, the community, within the community in this environment, and there is a demand for proper cyber safety capabilities, and we can deliver them. So this is why we decided to step into this market. What makes this process easier for us in comparison to our competitors is that we privately owned company, the big one, maybe the biggest one privately owned cybersecurity company. And this fact allows us to move faster. We are not scary about the blockchain, despite all the negative aspects, all the negative comments from other people. We say that, guys, we do have experience, we do have expertise, and we can bring into this new market. So for us, it was like the decision that we easily made and decided to move faster and bring collaboration with multiple partners from this ecosystem into fruitful collaboration.
Okay, Vitaly, got it. And the another question is, you know, I'm just eager to know who is concrete your customers or your clients are, because when we're talking about blockchain as it's very secure, not so-called platform. It's very secure instrument to store the data, for example, about transactions. Blockchain as is. No need it to be secured anyhow, like computers or like I don't know any other devices which are we own. But on the other place, we have companies and we have smart contracts on some of the platforms which are have to be somehow clearly programmed. I think, and also because we are people, because we are human, and we are making that programming, and I think it's some kind of place of available bugs which should be anyhow checked out and should be secured. Am I right? Am I going on right way, or you have another way to look?
Yeah, actually, you're right. And I would like to make like a general overview on how we see our target audience. Well, talking with multiple people from this industry, we identified that the main issue for the company, for example, imagine you are a startup and you do something on the blockchain, despite the fact that the blockchain itself is a properly designed thing from the technological perspective and really secure platform to store the data. Everything else that you do on top of this stuff demands proper cyber safety. And not only the technologies that you build on top, but also the very same projects and the processes that you're running in the background. For example, if you are a startup and you're running your initial coin offering or any token offering or STO, for example, the problem is to build and maintain the trust. And the trust is based on the transparency in cyber safety. So transparency means you are transparent with the community that you see as your investors. You're transparent on what you do and you can show how you do these things. And from another side, you also ensure that everything you do in this project is cyber secured. Not only on the blockchain side, so you keep the data on the blockchain and it's private and secret or whatsoever, but also everything that is engaged in this project also properly validated. So this is why, for example, for startups, as you properly mentioned, we develop this service of the reviewing the smart contracts because people do want other people to co-invest and to participate in those ICOs and STOs, but they at the same time they do stupid mistakes. We had recently experienced with one company in Europe who came to us saying that, guys, we are going to run the STO. Actually, they are going to run a token offering. And they said, you are a well-trusted cybersecurity company. We have a really good R&D office, and we developed the smart contract review, but we do really want you to review the smart contracts. And when we did the review, we saw that the source code of the smart contract was done really, really nice. But there are still some vulnerabilities that the regular programmers, they don't identify them as vulnerabilities because as I mentioned before, the functionality was programmed properly. But if you look at this code through the glasses of the cybersecurity expert, you will see that this way of using, for example, some functions or procedures is not safe, and you should have some, some patches or extra stuff to be verified on exit from this procedure, for example. And also, we actually also went a bit beyond just validation of the smart contract. So we can help you with the smart contract, but what's then? You're running your token offering, you're running your token sales procedure. So then you definitely would require someone to look at the phishing threat in the internet, because that's one of the biggest problem while you're running the ICO, for example, and we can help there as well. Another thing that we can do is, for example, we give companies the certificate on the cybersecurity incident response. That means for them, for the company who wants to do the token offering, it guarantees that the world recognized cybersecurity experts will be available on predefined SLA, on predefined amount of hours to do whatever is necessary if the bad thing happened, like data breach or whatever. And this allows, if you take all those three components, you will see that with the proper mindset, the startup that wants to do the token sale, they can validate the cyber safety of the smart contract before the ICO, for example. During the ICO, they can also get support from one of the leading security experts like Kaspersky Lab on identifying and blocking the phishing threats. And after the ICO, while the project is executing activities they wanted to execute after investments, after the crowd investments, crowd sales, they can also, I would probably say, they can sleep well because they know that if this shit happens, then pretty much solid cybersecurity provider will be engaged to identify how the data breach happened, collecting data, performing the cyber intelligence and cyber forensic, and help to remediate this particular threat and remediate any possible threats. That's the way how we see the 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 general feature of the our target audience. What we also identified recently is that not only startups would like to go through this approach, but also companies who implement the enterprise blockchain initiatives, for example. And even more, we had conversations with people from the investment industry because they also see cybersecurity as the right tool to cyber defend, actually to defend their investments, not cyber defend them, but to protect investments. Because if you're an investor, you would definitely prefer to invest in the company who did at least several security checks, because if you give money to a company who will be data breached in 1 month, that probably for you as for investor means that you will have return of your investment in slightly different manner that you expected. So as we see, the target audience is quite broad one. It's very new for Kaspersky Lab, of course, but we do have something to offer these guys.
Okay, perfect. In my understanding, now you are working as supporting and as monitoring company, which are all the process of the beginning of programming, of the beginning of the launching some project online. You're starting to monitor the process and have a very close eye to the thieves, to the pigs, to something else which are going to something happen on a network.
Correct.
Understood that all of the money, yes, at this moment is the big fail with the company when it goes to the ICO, to the IPO, to the STO or something else. But I just want to talk a bit about smart contracts. Do you as security company, which also maybe, as I imagine, also creating smart contracts, have maybe near future just a library of already secured, already audited smart contracts for the, I don't know, some basic initial coin offering? Is it already done or it's maybe expanded?
This is something that subject for discussion. Right now, we do not publish the library of things we investigated because you properly mentioned we do support companies through the process of getting prepared for the token sales and executing these token sales. And by the way, we don't write the smart contracts. Of course, it's not our area of expertise, but we can review the source code. That's our area of expertise. We did quite plenty of reviews, and unfortunately, I would say by a couple of months, actually, мы это потом отрежем, да? Unfortunately, since the couple of years when we started this stuff, we haven't published anything yet because all the collaboration with the clients was kind of not secret, but they wanted to keep this data about the reviews of the smart contracts on undisclosed. We recently, and I think you can Google it, we recently did our first commercial and public case study because the companies now start doing like more and more things in public way, and they wanted also us to disclose what we found and what we were successfully able to fix as the issue. So I think this is like changing a lot. We don't have a lot of the smart contract reviews to be published because still, again, they will remain undisclosed. But I think that the more reviews we do and the more companies understand that everything they do should be transparent, the more reviews we will see in the future. So I think, answering your question, everything that we did before will remain undisclosed, but everything we do from today, I think with many of the startups that are participating in the current blockchain community battle, I think everything will be disclosed, and we will definitely result. We will find ourselves in sharing the quite significant library of what we already reviewed.
Okay, perfect. And if you don't mind, my last questions. What's your vision on where market now goes and the huge problems now it has? Because starting from 2016, now market is evolved and it's blockchain industry as is now goes to the governments, now goes to establish very good stable coins, now goes to I don't know, tokenizing all the assets, suspect as property, something else. I think now industry is much more evolving, which are being somehow just like Wild Wide West, close to 2017. And what are you think now goes on? Which are challenges we have, and which kind of securities all the companies or all the projects needs?
Um, I would put my answer in this way. With all the initiatives and activities I see right now in the blockchain industry and the crypto economy, I see that while everything is super emergent right now, the time and uh, the capability to get engaged even for regular consumers into blockchain projects is reduces a lot. So for example, for companies, it becomes easier to implement blockchain projects. For you as a consumer, as the individual investor, it is easy to invest in some blockchain startup or anything that is flying here in this crypto economy. I think that the next challenge would be to make sure that while it is really easy for you to engage and buy tokens, sell tokens, trade them, or do whatever, you also do this in secure environment. I don't really want people. I don't really want to see the future where people will like spend their money in fancy things that involves blockchain and then lose all this money also very easy and very fast. So I think that the we at this moment also everyone understands that blockchain is cool, and many companies and individuals went through the multiple use cases. So right now it's uh, it's really becoming more a norm using the blockchain. And again, I just really want to emphasize the fact that people, and we see this even right now, that more and more individuals and companies now understand that while they implementing blockchain stuff in the right way, they also need to just make sure that at some day it will not become the target for cyber criminals. And of course, if you a company, if you put a lot of stuff on the blockchain and it's right now running very fast and really cool, and you leverage this and you feature all the capability that blockchain offers, then at some point such companies will become the target for cyber criminals, because that's maybe like a low hanging fruit. The same for consumers. Like back in the days, we all went through all these scamming ICOs, and people quite, like not so happy about investing in ICO, and they more looking towards doing stuff with the more regulated STOs. But again, it also does not guarantee that your money are well protected. So you should I would say you should do regular things, but just keep cybersecurity in mind and just question yourself, did I verify everything, or did I check that someone did it for me? So my investments or my project or my company or family is protected.
Okay, good. Thank you a lot. Very good view. I hope that now upcoming trends concern to IEO initial exchange offering, where the project actually and in fact launching their project on the crypto exchange platform without, I don't know, writing any smart contract, for source like now. But I think also a lot of another blockchain platforms like ESCO now trying to implement or trying to present to the market new kind of new, maybe libraries or maybe also very good secure smart. I think in that way, Kaspersky Laboratories as is also be helpful for them to implement this, new kind of or new type of programming skills, or new type of programming or programming as is, because it's new era in programming. Because before it we are programming on central computer on central processor, and now is distributed over network, and every bug and every bit is have to be minded for many times. I think it will be our future, and I'm very glad that this kind of huge company like Kaspersky Laboratories also been engaged in this process, like programming industry, security, and that's all. Thanks a lot. Thank you. If you have, I don't know, a couple of words to our audience, because they are challenging for that. They are looking for, maybe your rating or maybe your opinion.
So I would like to wish everyone the good luck. And guys, I do really encourage you, even when this challenge finishes, please do care about the trust between your company and your investors and your consumers, your users. The proper execution of the trust is when you mix transparency and the cyber safety. Transparency is something that you can do. You are obliged to show and be really transparent to your community, to show what you're going to do, to give the access to verify that you are really doing what you promised to do. Give this access to the community. And this cyber safety is something, if you don't have enough expertise, the Kaspersky Lab can help you with. So you should understand that there is the shoulder that you can rely on if anything happens. Good luck, guys.
Okay, amazing, amazing. Audience, let us know. Just I want to remind you that our general sponsor is one of our general sponsor is also Kaspersky Lab, and our conference is under secure. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Vitaly, for your time. See you guys.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium. Your money, your way.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Dear all, I'm happy to be with you again, and we are at the third day. Now we're talking with most distinguished persons, very important persons in this industry, and I'm happy to introduce our main sponsor is PEXNet Company. And with us today, marketing strategist at BitPax, Jay Hong. Jay Hong, you are welcome.
Oh, hi. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for the introduction.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Jay.
Yeah.
I am marketing strategist in a company called BitPax. It is 100% subsidiary company of PaxNet Group. I am currently involved in most of the businesses BitPax is involved with, as well as other PaxNet businesses.
Okay, perfect. We are eager to know, just please give us information about what are the core doings of PaxNet Company within the blockchain industry nowadays.
All right. Well, now that blockchain technology is developing day by day and is at the center of fourth industrial revolution, various mainnets are based on different technologies are being launched. However, since these mainnets started from different bases and there are problems that are incompatible with each other, our BitPax technology, called the cross-chain platform that we've developed, is a platform that has been published only in theory. But we have proved the commercialization through exchange of Ethereum and NEM, and continuous updates are on the way, including exchanges with Bitcoin. And our platform has the strength of scalability, security, and speed. We are currently offering interspecies of coin exchange P2P platform cross-chain to the users. So we are actually preparing a cross-pocket service that can hold different digital assets.
Okay, perfect. And in my understanding, which market your company is oriented? Is it only Korean or is worldwide?
Oh, this is not a domestic market. It's just a bit like an internet. Anyone from all around the world can right now go into our cross-chain platform and exchange their Ethereum coin with NEM.
Okay, perfect. And what's your expectation as marketing strategist of product implementation in view of today's situation of crypto over the world?
Actually, well, currently the first generation blockchain platform, Bitcoin, and the second generation platform, Ethereum, and third generation platform, NEM, as everybody else knows, have problems with their scalability due to their incompatibility of ecosystems among the upcoming next generation platforms.
Okay.
But within our platform, different blockchain platforms can be connected to each other. Thus, cross-chain is the world's most scalable blockchain platform is going to be created. So our platform is best suited for e-commerce, such as marketplace, delivery management, and transportation. And it can be developed into applications that integrate services, acting on different platforms in each industry.
Okay, perfect. How it's going to be loose like Messenger we are using, or like WeChat or something else? Because European community users, for example, Facebook and WhatsApp, but Asian community in general uses WeChat or something else. How it will be looks like? Do you have any information?
Actually, this is we currently are developed the platform itself, but it's not going to be in the form of a messenger. It's going to be a form of internet or mobile app.
Oh, okay, perfect, perfect. And which kind of vision PaxNet has in case of its products goes worldwide adoption?
Well, this is I actually believe is a very easy but very dangerous and sensitive questions to answer.
Yeah.
Well, choosing my words very carefully, we aim to digitalize all assets so that they can be exchanged for P2P within the cross-blockchain, meaning that creating a platform for everyone to transfer money or cryptocurrency with a very low fee.
Perfect. And your I don't know, future view, what kind of new world of economy we go to have? Maybe also with your platform, it's going to change our world.
Well, actually, I do not dare to predict how the economy is going to change, or even the world how it's going to change. I'm sure there's more professionals than I am in this world. But I believe everyone has to be alert to the kinds of changes that it will happen and how blockchain is going to change their worlds, not just mine, but everybody else's. But I really do not dare to predict how that is going to be.
You know why I am asking you that question? Because you're marketing strategist and you are be able to, I know, see in the future what's going on in this market.
I know, but right now I want to hold my thoughts for now. But in the year to come, or within a year or two, I'm sure there's going to be a big change even through the messaging platforms, because as they are, even KakaoTalk or Telegram, how they are announced that they're going to make a blockchain platform-based messages.
Okay, perfect. I'm eager to know maybe the PAX name in Korean it have some meaning, because we have two couple of PaxNet, BitPax. Yes, maybe PAX is some meaning.
Oh, PAX, it means, as everybody knows, it means a group of people.
Wow, in Korean language.
No, even in English, PAX means, let's say, 10 PAX means 10 people.
Oh, okay.
It means people.
You mean
meaning that PaxNet is network of people.
Okay, great. Jay, I'm very happy to have here with us. Yes, it's very interesting to be shared your thoughts, your view of the company with the people, with the audience. We're very happy to have you here. People, just be with us. We are going to continue our introduction and our ongoing battle within 50 companies after a couple of minutes. See you again. Thanks a lot for your time, Jay.
All right. Thank you very much, Sergey.
Thanks.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium. Your money, your way.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Well, hello! We are here and we are with you today online, and I want to introduce our great sponsor, Altergate Company, and with us is my best friend Alexander Uglov. He is CBDO of Altergate Company. Get involved him here. Welcome.
Thank you, Sergey, for having me.
Yes, I'll let you to speak today.
Yeah, we're really friends. We started the blockchain community together 2 years ago.
Yeah. It will be perfect time. Yes, and now it's ongoing. It's on content on way to go, and now you're working for Altergate Company based on Singapore.
Yeah.
Perfect. Just introduce yourself to our viewers. To much more than 8,000 people are watching now, and we're just get ready. I don't want to speak too much. I think the best way is to introduce yourself.
I'm a business development officer of Singaporean company. We just did the social event for our for Singaporean elite for this city. We make this event just with especially topic chess and jazz. It is the smart people, smart intelligent music and the smart game. We did it last week in 20th of March in Chimes in the Catholic Church in the city center, and we just presented our company there because we are established there, and we are focusing actually on wealth management.
Okay, perfect. I want to talk with you in perspective, because now we are online and we are battling of 50 companies also online, and we're really ready to know how Altergate may be somehow helpful for this battle. A sponsor, yes, it is. It already does. But now we want to know how maybe some offer for the companies, or maybe some opportunities for the companies. In that perspective, please.
Of course. We are searching for the new projects. We are
maybe it's your chance.
Yeah, we are trying to find the interesting project in this contest as well, because we are focusing on as a visionaries company, we are focusing on the blockchain, AI, biotech, robotics, very widely and very visionary.
Okay, my question gonna be, you are looking for a project only based in Singapore, or it's
No, all the world, 5 continents as well. From all over the world, with the best teams, with the best value proposition, with the interesting business models, innovative business models, who can bring the money for the project, and we can make the money together with them.
perfect? When the projects you getting on board on Alter-E company, they should be relocated to Singapore, or it's not so necessary.
Structuring our deals is the completely individual. We are making individually, because we are focusing not only of course headquarters in Singapore, and we are actually our operating company, as we are wealth management company, we are operating in the US as well, from through the American brokers, Fidelity brokers. We are making we're trading funds, we're trading ETF, we are trading bonds, etc. It's our not only venture focusing department, also, and conservative strategy wealth management.
Okay, we got it. It's don't necessary being in Singapore locally or be presented in Singapore anyhow.
Yeah, we can bring this project to Singapore as well.
Okay,
because we are presented there already. We can structure deals.
For example, online or in other fields, or I don't know, concerned to any case, to each case. I got it. Just I wanna direct our conversation to a bit another way, because on battle we are got at end of this day, and the third day, 5 companies, I'm sorry, from 50 companies to 5 winners, and each category. And I think they have a chance to talk with you directly as business developer, as a CBDO in company, or with the CEO of the company. We are clearly understood that everything is could be online, but as we are now here physically with each other, I think what's the best way to communicate with you? Maybe via site, maybe directly with you. How do companies themselves try to reach you as company, as Altergate Fund?
You can reach directly to me through my Telegram, through my email address, through my Facebook or LinkedIn account.
I want to say that you are open.
Yeah, we are open
we
are not only open, we are welcoming to to the interesting projects. We are searching the new fresh blood, with the new ideas, with the new next generation companies, innovative companies. We're focusing to invest in the young people. I mean, the people who are have much energy to to struggle with this economy, because we have a lot of crisis right now everywhere in the world, and to fight with that, you need to be in a good resources, and with a clear mind, and we can support with the money, with our accelerating, and with our expert network as well.
Okay, I got it. You are looking for young bodies with best minded, and with you are accelerating them to going to change this world and doing it much more better, in respective of blockchain industry, in respective of maybe artificial intelligence, or in something else. Okay, you are technological fund, your technological investment company, in my understanding.
Yeah, it's our venture direction. I mean, venture department.
Okay.
Of our holding, because we are also making playing on the classical financial market as well.
Okay, we're eager to know, and on perspective of also great company, what's the trends of money is going worldwide? Because we're clearly understand that, I don't know, Over the centuries, the money are being on U.S. market. Now is onward is all the Asian market. You are, I don't know. I think you are well known than me. What's the trends at this moment?
Of course, right now the most money. I mean a lot of money concentrated.
Bigger money, yeah. Money.
Concentrated in Western world. I mean in Europe and especially in US. But we believe that as Singapore, as the center of Asia, center of financial Asian market, we believe that the Singapore becoming really wide known financial center, because there are a lot of money coming to Singapore right now from the wealth management companies from Europe, from family offices, from Singapore. Technological startups wanted to be set up in Singapore, because the Singapore pretty innovative with the legislative. They are making good legal framework for set up your company if you are operating in blockchain world as well. And that's where I believe Asia is the next step of money
of entire world. Okay. I have one more question, if you don't mind. What we see now, we see ongoing trend concerned to IEO, initial exchange offering, and we see the trend which are now ongoing in US, in United States. It's called STO. What's going on in Singapore? Do you have just spread with us a bit more information? Share.
I can share only with my my suggestion about this topic, because I think it's different approach to make to raise capital. Yeah, of course the blockchain as the cryptocurrency, as the issuing token, issuing your coin.
It's just ideological process.
It is the vehicle for raising money, of course. But as for me, it is better to find the way with the legal framework. Because right now we are having system. Economic system in the world, system with the government, system everywhere. And if we want to approach this technology to raise fast money, we need to trying to build in this system. We can disrupt this system, entire system in 2, 5, 10 years. It can be chaos everywhere. Okay, it's a I believe the blockchain and cryptocurrency and token offering STO as a IEO exchange offering, it is the future, but it is probably for legal framework in Asia better to do in exchange. For Western world, better doing STO.
Okay, perfect. We got your point of view. Thank you. Okay, I think the best way to say to our companies the last word from your preserve, I don't know, maybe something good luck for them or something else, because here is the battle and we are really get a bit tired for these 3 days, and we're happy to have with you online our sponsor.
Thank you so much. Just last word from our company. Just be brave. Go through your innovative energy. Go through with your idea, and try to find the ways how to grow faster. And be smart. Be hungry.
Okay, good luck, very best luck to all of our customers, to our users online, to our online viewers, and also companies. I think we'll be back within a couple of minutes. Don't miss us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Sergey.
Yeah. See you.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium. Your money, your way.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Very interesting, and it's very understandable thing for the community, for all the blockchain community, for all the blockchain investors who are believing projects, who are making do and making have any good and interesting instrument to invest in the companies. He said that the launching platform, the instrument, and the project, which are being raised in just 1 or 2 seconds, over $3 million. It has 130,000 users which are being online at that moment, but only 3,900 have a chance to be invested in. Average amount of the money which could be invested on that moment is close to $1,000, and this approach will be set for future investment also. And now what we are get ready for the next launching, for the next date. It will be at the 16th of April of the next month, and we are also being online with that great event. Don't miss it if you wish. And we are very happy that now exchanges find the right and great way for attracting money from all over the world. I'm really happy to talk on behalf of them. It's really a great event for us. It's really great to understand that we have this kind of huge sponsors. I think this trend, it will going and will be, I don't know, maybe something like it happens with ICO in 2017. Let's get in touch with us. I think we'll be back within a couple of minutes. Just see you and get ready to introduce our next big sponsor.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium. Your money, your way.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium. Your money, your way.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Wow! Welcome back, all our dears, and with us, our hosts. I'm very happy to see all of you together. Today, we are at the final line of our great conference. My sincere respect to all the participants, and now we are ready to recap our fruitful job. Let me share my screen. We have very important information for all of you. Okay. Now, I want to share a bit information with you about our next big project and its experimental DAO. What's DAO? I think all of you are clearly aware, but I want to say that it's an organization based on the smart contract rules, which are based on the blockchain and has a shareholders and managed without a central authority. Let's try to get driven. We clearly know that the project with user communities are empowered, coordinate, scalable, and as well decentralized. Also want to find on our next platform, of course, users, of course, funds, and we have a mission. If you have an ingredients, you are ready to start with us. Also, all these No, all this community, all this DAO community, not going to be only online, it's going to be also offline. What's the DAO? We are planning to do regular meetups every Monday and every Thursday. Weekly announcement will be announced and analyzes as it should, and on the Thursday will be project presentation offline, not far from here. Also, DAO members going to vote for certain projects to consider during the meetups and know what's the expert's opinion. We are ready to receive also a new economy token. It will be named by NCA. We have a mission on two platforms, Ethereum and EOS. All the tokens will be distributed between hosts, experts, projects, and active viewers. Also, our token is made for projects, made for experts, and of course of business ideas. It's concerned to the projects. We also have the fund. This fund is gonna contain content support, voting, and distribution area. What's the value for our participants? It's for the first, access to the community resources. Second, unique content. For the third, networking capabilities offline, of course, managing the community, and governing the foundation if you achieve it. Then, how to get this token? You can scan our QR code from our site, find out on our website, here on DAO Economy, via Telegram and by Telegram channels. Okay, let's meet you for the beginning on the Monday, and from that time broadcast starts on. The best voting starts will start on the next Thursday, is not far from, and let's start this amazing DAO together. You know, I just want to say that what we have, now our challenge, today's challenge voting is over. We have rated all the projects, and I want to say congratulations, and we're going to start it. Conference is defined who's around the market. Here it is how it been. For sure. We have 17 speakers. We have 11 companies. We have much more than 50 hours of the broadcast. Of course, we have 12,000 voters and over 10,500 live online viewers. Now, what's the category? Category is in, I want to say that how experts are already voted. In AI category, it's been Crypto Index, World Oppo, Acryl, Equity STO, and MindBlock. Here it is how all the votes by Neuronic platform, my artificial intelligence. And now I'm going to give a word to our hosts. They are producing our voting, how they gone by each category.
All right, so for AI, our top three, according to you guys, your votes, all of your hard work, we have number 1, Valentex, number 2, WebSpaceX, and number 3, Crypto Index. The top three for VR are number 1, World Oppo, number 2, GoFind XR, and number 3, Hyperion X.
Thank you, Blaine. And for finance, we have number 1, Acryl, number 2, Neuro Machine, and number 3, Hubris 1. Moving on to the platform category, we have number 1, Equity, number 2, U Community, and number 3, Iptos Space.
We don't hear you. We don't hear you. José.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, guys. And for mining, we have number 1, MindBlock, number 2, Mim Miner, And number 3, hydro miner.
Yeah, perfect. Here are all the winners in 5 categories. In AI Valentic, in VR World Oppo, in finance Acryl, at platform is Equity, and in mining Mindblock. My greatest congratulations to all of that companies. Wow, cheers guys. Yeah. Okay. Yes, here is congratulations from our company, and I think we have successfully made it. We have successfully made it. Wow. On the next step, we have Grand Prix based on community voting. We have here Acryl. For the Acryl goes a smart contract audit from Kaspersky Lab. For Equity, it's listing on Bitpex Exchange. And for Neuromachine, premium listing on Aeronix. Congratulations to that companies. Okay, and I think it will be good if we have one of our winners online. Do we?
Hey guys, hello to everyone.
Yo, hi Andre. Andre from Acryl. Yes, it's great. Nice to meet you.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrei Krapov, the Acryl project. I'm the CEO of the project. And I want to say a few words because it's a great pleasure and an honor to be the winner of that event, of the battle. So in fact, we enjoyed taking part in the event. It was a very valuable experience. And first of all, I want to thank the team for standing behind the event. Because the thing that you do, all the things is very important for the whole industry. I think that you're moving the whole industry forward with that event and with all that other events in that series. Also, of course, I want to thank all the community members who voted for our project, who supported and supporting right now our project. And also, I think I should thank the artificial intelligence who was also involved in the project of choosing the winner of that event. And guys, in fact, I also want to thank all the participants, all the projects who have spent these days with us on this battle. And colleagues, together, I think they will also move the whole blockchain industry forward, because the hype period has already passed, and the landscape, the current landscape of projects of our industry is now presented by those who work for real results. And I believe, and that our whole team believe, that we're all here for the real results and that thing that will change the whole industry. And I wanted to say a big hello to our entire team, which is right now the office, unlike me, in fact. And in particular, I want to say hello to the Acryl project CEO, Yuri Karol, and the Acryl platform CTO, Igor Zudin, because without them, the whole project simply wouldn't exist. Because these are the people who are the whole team with the idea of the project, who were the ideologists and architects of the projects. And due to our ideology and due to our core and our idea, I believe that due to that reason, we took that place and became the winner of that current event. I also want to say hello to Viktor Brizgalov, also one of our team members. It's a chief officer on business projects implementation to the projects. Guys, I think that we're the great team. Thank you. Thank you. I think we're going to change this world. And also, I want to invite everyone to follow our project, the Acryl project. We will be happy to see the new friends and maybe partners in our community, because we're here to bring the blockchain to the masses through understandable solutions. Thank you so much. It's just a great pleasure to become the winner of that event. Thank you.
Okay, Andrei, thank you for your great project, for a great role within this conference. I think now our hosts have the closing words for you, for all the community, for online viewers.
Great, I can't wait.
I think, yes, we can start from you.
I can't wait to see the difference that Acryl makes in the future. Your project sounds really exciting.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'd also like to thank New Economy for putting on this fantastic conference. I thank all of the viewers, all of the future viewers that see this on YouTube. All the people who are interested in this conference will find the benefit that came from the interviews. I remember when I lived in Silicon Valley that I saw a lot of startup companies. I met a lot of experts, investors, and also angel investors, and we were all kind of compact in this little community. But what the internet has done, it gives an opportunity for everyone all over the world to now meet people and discuss ideas how to grow this blockchain community. I think that New Economy has brought some really interesting experts and, like Acryl, some really interesting companies together for this conference. During one of my interviews, the interview with Jorg Molt, in the pre-interview, he was talking about his feelings about this conference, and he said he's been in this industry for a very long time, and he's never seen the concept of having experts discuss the top 3 companies in all these different industries, and also having people be able to vote for what they think are the top companies in all these different industries. So for people who are new to the space, or even for people that have been here for a long time, here's a resource that you have to be able to maybe cut down the time. Instead of looking at all 50 companies, maybe you can just start with the top 3 that these experts have discussed in each of these areas. And I think you can catch up with a lot of these different industries. So thank you, everybody, and thank you, New Economy.
Thank you, Blaine. Kevin?
Yeah, I had a great time participating in this conference, talking to experts, hearing from various experts, hearing from the companies themselves, and seeing what you guys, the voters, also came up with and thought about the various projects. So it was very fruitful interaction, and I think provided a lot of additional value to the space. So I want to thank New Economy for taking all the time to host this. Also, I just want to encourage you guys, the voters, to continue to follow along. Like New Economy mentioned, that they're having a lot of new initiatives that are going on. Definitely keep up to date with them, with this conference, with the companies involved that you heard about in this conference, and just continue learning and participating in the crypto and blockchain space, because this is a young world. So definitely a lot of new stuff that's going to constantly evolve, constantly come out. Just keep in touch and stay focused, stay learning, and you'll do great.
Perfect. Jose?
Yeah, I want to give you guys a huge thanks for putting on this conference. Just like Blaine was saying, again, this is something that's very new to the space, and it's very welcome to the space. And, to me, the conference was amazing. I loved it. I was, very surprised at how amazing, it actually turned out. And I was really glad to take full advantage of listening to so many wonderful speakers, talking about so many different and important projects, within the whole crypto space. The market challenge battle was very interesting. It was very cool to see so many projects competing against each other. It literally brings the best out of everyone. Everyone brought their A game, and to me, that's the competition is like what really allows all this innovation and all this awesomeness to really take hold. It was really interesting to see how far technology has come in such a short time, and everything that everyone was doing within the VR and AR space. That to me was like the most interesting aspect of it, and I enjoyed it very much. For reals, it was really awesome. And in the end, it was just an amazing experience, and I'm really looking forward to the next one. So thanks again for having me.
Yeah. Thanks to all of you. I'm really happy to be online within all the time of this conference. I'm saying my biggest congratulations to our winners. Let's be with us next time. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Yeah, guys, I want to mention our partners. And yes, of course, all of them are listed here. It's Create Exchange, Huobi, Neuronics Platform, Crypterium, Ultrafund, Bitcoin OX, Perfect Forecasting Platform, Crosschain, Platinum, InstaChain, AutoGrid, Astra, Kaspersky Laboratories, Block Globe. Of course, our media partners, Crypto News, BitNovosti, News BTC, CoinFox, Coin Network, On Capital, and two others. As our conference facts and figures, here it is: 3 unforgettable days, over 10,500 visitors, over 50 hours of streaming for each day, much more than 11 companies, over 12,000 voters, and over 17 speakers. Here it is. We have, of course, B certificate, all of our winners for our respected users also who spent the time with us and who joined our free online conference. We have prepared the acknowledgement of this certificate, and to appreciate your participation, we award the certificate of attendance. Here it is. Next stream will be in very soon. It's scheduled already on 4th of April. Be with us. We are going to launch our DAO experiment. We're going to share our tokens with you. Our special also thanks to our sponsors. They are listed here. And finally, congratulations to all. We have worked as a team during this conference. Cheers, guys.